What up, nerds? Pardon me. How's it going? Welcome. Happy whatever day it is today. It's Thursday, my dudes. That's what it is. Yeah, she had a good time. She was having the time of her life. Like, what have you done with my cardboard? You've taken it away. How could you? Siva Kratos asks, how are my teeth? My teeth are good, actually. They're way less sore today than I expected them to be. But I made a startling discovery, which I wasn't expecting. This was an unexpected discovery. And that's that your teeth move very quickly. Like, way faster than I realized. I thought it was like a slow migration, that you apply pressure to them and very slowly over the course of the 2 weeks that you have a liner in, they conform to the shape of the liner. That does not, in fact, seem to be what happens. You put the liner in and very quickly they conform to the shape of the liner, and then you hold them in place for a couple of weeks before moving on to the next liner. So my two front teeth, these two, are like noticeably closer together than they were yesterday. I tried to run my teeth between my front, like I tried to run my tongue between my front teeth because I like to do it, or at least it's a habit that I've developed over the many years of my life, and my two front teeth are noticeably closer together. Not so much visually, but like very definitely. In terms of like texturally, I can feel that my tongue doesn't fit between them as well, which was shocking to me. I wasn't expecting that. So it's taking some getting used to, but it's fine. I'm not in pain today. I actually had a very productive day at work today, which was great. So clearly it wasn't interfering with my my concentration. It also helps that Thursdays for me are no meeting Thursdays at work. We don't typically have meetings on Thursdays. So I have a quiet focus day on Thursdays. And it means that I get to just sit here and like not talk for most of the day, which is great. If I change my retainers on Wednesday, then on Thursday I don't have to talk much. Which is great. Anyhow, look at this adorable animal. She has been a terror this week. She has been a misery. This is part of why we're giving her enrichment time, is because she's just been such a bee.
Because we're so tired of her.
Yeah, we're sick of her shit. Extremely sick of her shit. We talked about how she's having a false pregnancy and how that is causing her to nest and walk around with her plushies and treat them like her babies.
Tennis balls today.
Today it was tennis balls. Yeah, she's been with tennis balls today. Mostly it's tennis balls today because she has destroyed all of her other plushies. All of her plushies survived from birth and like from her gotcha day until now. And in a week, she has destroyed her seagull. She has destroyed her crocodile. She has destroyed her ducky. She has destroyed Hermie.
The gnome.
She destroyed the gnome. She didn't even pay attention to the gnome until this week, and she destroyed it instantly.
Literally the day I put it in.
Yeah. So she, like, equal parts walks around and is like, I have to know where all my plushies are. I have to keep them safe. And then once she has them, she sits there. She like dismembers them surgically. So there's been that. But also when she's been like digging at the floor and nesting, and she shredded the bed covers because she was nesting. and like all that's been going on. But then there's also some other behavioral things that come along with false pregnancy in dogs, including leash reactivity and heightened aggression and things like that. And you may recall from our many discussions about Maple that throughout much of her puppyhood, she was highly leash reactive. And we had finally got it beat, and she was walking great every week. Every time we took her out, she was a delight. And we were so happy because we were like, now my parents can come over and pet sit for us for a weekend, and we can leave the dog with them and know that she'll be fine. And she has fallen right back into leash reactivity this week. And when it was manageable, it was frustrating, but manageable with a 15 to 30 pound dog. It is extremely problematic with a 69-pound dog when she parkours off of you and tries to like grab onto your arms, and your clothing, and she tried to pull Meg's pants down, apparently. Coppertone style. What does it mean for her to be leash reactive? It means she gets, so she gets reactive. Reactive can mean a bunch of things, but she gets reactive when she is on her leash. That's what leash reactive means. And reactivity usually corresponds to like overstimulation or aggression or things like that. Fear can be a reactivity behavior. The common kind of reactivity that you see in dogs is like a dog that's not good around other dogs. Like they see a dog and they start to like bark and lose their mind. That's the most common form of reactivity. Maple's reactivity or form of reactivity is like leash frustration. She doesn't direct it at anyone else. She directs it at Meg and I only. And it's like something sets her off and she will attack the leash to start. And then that gets her spiraling up and gets her stimulation like more and more excited. And then she'll start to like go after Meg or I. And she doesn't do it in a like really aggressive way. It's not vicious. She's usually like wagging her tail and like excited when she's doing it, but she just can't regulate herself very well. And so when we hired our trainer back in the fall, or the winter, over the winter, when we hired the trainer to help us with Maple's leash reactivity because we were having trouble dealing with it. And she gave us a bunch of strategies to use, and so we diligently implemented those strategies, and Maple responded really well. We got her to like be great. She was behaving super good. She would rarely have problems. She would walk like a dream. We had very nice walks. We were training her on leash manners. Everything was great.
You could go to Starbucks with her and bring a Starbucks back.
Yeah, you could go to Starbucks and get a drink from Starbucks and come back and have the dog with you the whole time, and she wouldn't get persnickety about. She used to get like really persnickety if you were handed something, or if something new, like if you were holding something new over the course of a walk. So if she was walking with you and you like picked up a Starbucks drink or got handed a Starbucks drink, that would set her off. But she got over that. But she's back to being a terror. So last night we had just a garbage walk, absolutely horrific walk. That ended in me air jailing her, and like I had to pick her up and carry this 70-pound dog a block from where she wouldn't calm down back to the apartment, just holding her in the sky because she wouldn't regulate. I couldn't get her to regulate. Yeah, good exercise. That's right. But anyhow, this is common. Like, this is a thing. I've been doing lots of reading. This, like, relapses into reactivity are a thing during the false pregnancy she's going through. We just have to get through it. And then she'll come back and be normal again. But man, Meg and I have been having a rough go of it the last few days. Maple is a lot of work. That dog is just a lot of work. That's really what it comes down to. She's just a lot of work. She is delightful. We love her dearly. I only occasionally threaten to put her in traffic. But it is rough. It is rough right now. We're having a hard time. Sometimes we don't like her very much right now. We love her dearly. We don't like her very much. So that's basically the big things. I wrecked my Gundam that I'm working on. Oh, I forget. After every topic, I should have a Q&A session. Izandai, question. Is Mini DisplayPort equivalent to Thunderbolt? No. I don't. That seems like a question you could Google and get the answer to. Oh, Maple Hogue Wiggins is back in chat, barking at us. The imposter is here again. Anyhow, as I was saying, I wrecked the Gundam that I'm working on. Last night I was top coating, gloss coating, so that I can move on to doing decals. And I took a piece and I gloss coated it, and I put it back in the clamp box so that it would dry. And while it was still tacky, it spontaneously popped off the clamp and skittered across the table. And the only way I could pick it up was to touch one of the gloss coated sides, because it didn't have anything else to grab onto. And the gloss coat stuck to my nitrile glove and peeled the paint off it. And lucky me, it was one of the pieces in a color for which I didn't have any spare paint, because I didn't mix enough paint to keep any. And so now, for the duration of this stream, I have all of the red parts of my Gundam currently sitting in a bath of 99% isopropyl alcohol, so that when I'm done here, I can take a toothbrush to them, scrub them all back down to bare plastic, and repaint them from the ground up. Princess Intel, acetone, not great, because I'm pretty sure it'll dissolve the plastic. Acetone is great for cleaning out the airbrush, but I'm pretty sure that the acetone will just melt the plastic. Anyhow, 99% isopropyl alcohol works like a charm. There's absolutely no, we don't need to suggest other things. Rubbing alcohol is the thing to use. It is completely inert in relation to the plastic, and it just melts the paint right off it. Takes a little bit of brushing, you need to take a brush to it, but the alcohol is non-reactive with the plastic, so it works great. All the red parts will be clean of paint by the end of the night. And then I have to start them over from scratch, right from the base coat. I'll have to base coat them, I'll have to reshade them, and then I'll have to repaint them. And then I'll have to re-gloss coat them. The alcohol is inert to that type of plastic, but it will melt PLA. What is PLA? Did I read the realization about when I build the PGU Granddad? Yeah, I know. No, I didn't. She is being very cute. Hopefully she didn't do any harm.
I hope not too.
Polylactic acid is what PLA is, apparently. Hi, Bean. She's gonna bark. Oh, maybe not. Maybe she'll go lie down. Okay. Before we move on, is there anything else you would like me to discuss this evening? TNG was nice last night. I liked that episode. That was a good episode. Cursor won MVP? Ah. I thought my MVP was the best pick. I think we should change the nature of that question from which character is the MVP to who was the MVP of the episode. Who was my pick? Give me a moment. I have to remember who all was in the crew. I had to look up. Ron Jones. Ron Jones was my pick for MVP of the episode. Ron Jones had the music by credit on the episode. And the music in last night's episode was so good that I felt like Ron Jones deserved the MVP. Turned what was otherwise an okay episode into a great episode because the music like really carried it. Dior says, so Matt, I know it's heresy, but you should probably leave the S rank hunt for later in the story when you're not 10 levels down. You're right. On many counts. I should probably leave it for later when I'm not 10 levels down. Also, that is heresy. So everybody please burn the heretic. How far in Final Fantasy 16 are we? We have 16 missions left to the end of the game. We are like, in terms of raw story, we are well past the halfway point. But everybody is telling me that overall we are solidly at the halfway-ish point. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. There are 50 quests. There are 50 quests in the game. I have 16 quests remaining in the main quest. But of course, I'm going to do side quests. So, like, I'm definitely not going to stop doing side quests. Who do you think I am? All right, let's move on. It's time. Wait, first things, I should tell jokes. If I can find one worth telling. What is what is made of leather and sounds like a sneeze? A shoe. What's the difference between an oral thermometer and a rectal thermometer? The taste. And here's a bonus joke. What's the best way to carve wood? A little bit at a time. Alrighty. Sean 87-822, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. All right, here is my phone. Here is my phone cable. Everybody please brace your ear holes. Now, Garcon, can I have a drum roll, please? A delicious and nutritious Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Let us play. Oh yeah, taste the rainbow. Don't forget to taste the rainbow. You taste the rainbow. Do it. Taste it. Taste that rainbow. Taste that rainbow, lest the rainbow taste you. All right, let's go attempt a murder. I named my stream for this armor. We need to kill it.
Come on.
Can I do it? What do you think? Am I a good enough gamer? Did I miss a turn? I did not miss a turn. Okay, good. Huh. Zafty believes in me, and I believe in the Zafty that believes in me. Zafty earned an enormous amount of credit from me for his new profile pic on the Discord.
No need to ride from here.
It's not just from Kingdom Hearts. So specifically, it is a Meow Wow from Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, which was the first Pokemon I caught in Kingdom Hearts 3D, and I named it after Zafty.
Nice try. This one. Well done, Togo. All yours, Togo. Fuck. I needed that. Over here! Too slow. This one. Get him. Nice try.
Ooh!
Over here! Get him! Sick him! Nice try. Attack! Get him! Attack!
Whoops!
This one! Go for it!
Ow! 02, thank you for the resub.
This one! Come on! slow. Attack! This one. Attack! That's good. Sickle! Ogle, kill! Arise! Over here! Come on! No good.
Ooh, ow!
Vocal! Fuck. Too slow.
Oh!
That's better.
Well, we're in it now.
Now, Torgal! This one. Vocal!
Oh!
Nice try. Too slow. No good. Nice try. Sickle. Sickle. Nice try. Too slow. All yours, Torgal.
Whew.
Nice try.
Go!
Yeah, attack. Too slow. Go, come on.
Aw! Alas. All right, let's go do some other quests for the time being. I feel like I could probably do that, but I don't want to be here all night.
carpets. Have
The most
bright-
fragrant herbs and
Now
spices
there'll be no
from
one
the...
to gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands.
He just wanted more in life than master baking.
Strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Chat, you're so easy to get a rise out of.
It would make
The
us
finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Also, the dog has been asleep there now for like 20 minutes. Maybe more like 15.
Where did all the men of the rock go?
Plates and pots!
Oh, I do actually have to leave.
Just look at the detail.
It is. It's hard work murdering that cabbage.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Hard carpets.
Have pride of place in castle.
It takes it out of a puppy.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
Hello, Gav. Greetings.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a
Not
quick
that
scout
sorry.
about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of the stuff lying about just begging to be bagged.
All right.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Let's bag some Stardust.
So this is Stardust.
I have
Just
to
looks like
bag
black sand to
5
me.
puffs of it. We really are collecting bare asses here. You're all Stardust. Oh, the beast has stood up. How dare she? Okay, there was a quest icon. Where could it be? There it is.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how you're getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Confirm. All right, and Maple has now wandered off. So, goodbye, Puppy Cam.
You win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
So, Gav, what happens is when a mummy and a daddy love each other very much.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
Do you not want to be behind
I know
enemy
I can
lines?
count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to.
That's
Thanks
what
to
you
you.
think.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
What a thrilling adventure we've been on today.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Well, too bad, because we're not going home. We're going over there. Wherepst could he be? Probably over here masturbating somewhere. Sorry, apprentice baking.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in.
It's all right. You can take up a second career as a candlestick
The
maker.
sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her. But she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Doctors don't recommend the rectal insertion of crystals, just for the record. Remember the good times.
Try to remember the good times. Do that, and the Mother Crystal will be with you no matter where you are.
Even in the bakery. What a fool I've been. Thank you, my friend, thank you. You've opened my eyes. I have to get back there right away. Farewell!
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Speak with Matej. Apparently that worked.
The finest fabric.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the breadth.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself.
Is
Her
it
steeple
is it
peaks,
filled?
Her fulsome spurs,
What's in it?
Her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse
Don't
more
fuck
often
the
than
Fang.
not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose.
God, that bread would
I must
taste
use my work here
just
to
awful.
preserve the memory of the Fang.
Just full of salt.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're on to something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Hey, a level. Now I'm only 9 levels down. Time to go back and fight that armor.
Now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but
My carpet.
What about your carpet? Is it the same color as the drapes?
Good day to you, Sid.
It's all but spent.
The crystals we get from the town.
Just bake your sads away. I mean, it worked during the pandemic.
What can I
Lots of
interest you
people
in
did
today?
that. It's not that far-fetched. Pardon me?
Bake your dad away?
Yeah.
I have been accused.
I trust it's all here. I hope it's to your liking. Ah, yes. I hope it's to your liking.
P. Johnson notes, yeah, but the difference is their sad didn't go away.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Sure.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Make what you will of them. All right. I'm going to get the wrong idea and then murder somebody
Hello,
innocent.
Sid. Take a seat.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
The crystals we get from the tailor.
Hello, stall holder.
You all right, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed
Shadowy
anything
figures
unusual?
Eating away at their
Oh,
souls.
that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
I think the full line is their dreams were plagued by shadowy figures eating away at their souls.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was
That
this?
voice does
In
not
August past.
remotely match this
I was
model.
out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
This, 16-year-old girl sweeping the dirt is voiced by Helena Bonham Carter.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Why are you sweeping the dirt?
Good girl. You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
God, I wish they hadn't put the F word in this game.
Black Shields.
It takes me out of it
Here.
every single time.
What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
It's funny, but it just feels so incredibly out of place.
All yours, Torgal.
Over here! This Over here! Go for it!
I don't know. I feel like the tone of this game does not carry the F word off.
Attack on Lost Wing.
This game would be fine with like PG-13 level swearing. But the tone of this game is just not serious enough. It feels very childish. Its use of swearing feels very immature. That's I think the problem. It feels very childish. It doesn't feel like an organic or natural part of the world. Part of the problem is that because it's an action game, like using the F word in combat barks and things, they swear way more than they should, and they do it repetitively. It grates on me a lot as a, like...
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
Ma'am.
The crystals we get from the tailor all but worth.
It's just very, like, I am 14 and edgy energy.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
Well, I mean, that would do it, but why did you tell him
The
that?
former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lost Wing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did, in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice.
That's a pretty evil turn!
It was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked
Corpse?
down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army.
He
of
is
my
the
own.
Punisher.
I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
All right, nice meeting you, Frank.
I'm not going to change.
What gives you that idea? You're not going to change his mind.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
All right, now we find out that Otto hasn't come back yet, and I have to go rescue him.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You know, it beats
Is that,
sneaking around.
is
on
that
your
what the
cud all
kids are
time.
calling it these days, Gav?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
What the? There we go. It's legitimately a pause screen.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Mid! Mid! Mid!
It hasn't been
Mid!
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Oh, good for you, editor. Learning to read is a big step on the way to learning to edit books.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
That's incredibly convenient.
What's her name? Right.
Let's go talk to what's her name.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there.
That sounds incredibly dangerous.
Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Hooray. All right, I was told to listen to this side conversation. Except that they're not having it anymore. So...
Mid hasn't been
so much for that.
I went up to give some greens to the...
Can you make me anything worthwhile?
So, will it be?
Oh, hello. White worm bone. Where do I get a white worm bone? How to get white worm bone? Oh.
Anything else?
Interesting.
And what can I do for you? Go on then.
Oh, okay. Says here, players need to get their hands on the white worm bone if they wish to create and reinforce the diamond sword and diamond armlets. Although it's possible to craft both the diamond sword and diamond armlets using a white worm bone, it's a better plan for players to simply use the monster parts as reinforcement, because players are actually able to purchase both the diamond sword and diamond armlets from various vendors. Goots's Toll! Where's Goots's Toll? Story locked. All right.
Is that all?
It's mean of them to put an item in there that's better than the one I have, because it makes me want to immediately try and get it.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
All right, they're getting ready to commit some murder. A degree of murder. They can have little murder as a treat.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Come on, Chocobo.
Let's go.
Gazandai, why are you swearing? What's going on? What has happened? Dismount. Dismount. There we go. Hi.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back. Anybody home?
Hello? Oh, that's your unwanted visitor?
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
It's called Unwanted Visitor. Love it.
Get him!
Don't you dare tell me. That's not cool.
I can't go on.
Okay, let's try that again. This time without getting doomed. Instantly.
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. This one. Waffle.
Oh, I lived.
Get him. You're a fine hound. Kill! Over here! All right! Go to him! Enough!
There we go.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
Great!
Right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
They look hard at work. Hockey doke, back to Mid. I wonder if I have any new renown reward. I do! Look at that! Reward me!
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Few are those who would strive to lighten the burden borne by the crystals cursed. But if we are to survive the coming storm, we must stand together, bearer and brother, as you have shown us.
Come again.
Oh,
I may have more
didn't
for you.
actually redeem it.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Redeem.
All
There we
yours.
go.
All done?
All done.
I think Mid might need some help.
All right, back into Mid's dungeon.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. but I've racked my brains and I just can't think what to do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge,
I'd go talk to Tomes.
Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that?
Yeah. That's the whole conversation, eh?
It hasn't been
Dude just hanging out with a heron. Herein lies the rub. All right, Tomes, I've come to dig my dog out of your nuts.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
No, a different material's probably it.
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
All right. Time to send Otto and Gab to do my bidding.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure Either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Yes, we are very
Shielding
obviously
that
taking
guards
Jill.
against even the most ferocious.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Jill, obviously.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
Onward
You
and
two
upward.
enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Believe me, we'll enjoy ourselves. Wait.
Now, where's Jill?
Jill. Jill. Jill.
Are those
There's
Pepio
Jill.
nuts?
Hi, Jill.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
Those look like rolls.
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
We're going to get back, and Thomas is going to be like, actually, I had all the ingredients I needed here. I just wanted to make a really nice pasta carbonara to get the brain juices flowing.
What can I interest you in today?
A garlic!
I hope it's to your liking.
Dang. I got a lot of stuff that can be traded for kill.
Good day.
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally spread to the world.
Oi, don't touch anything.
Pepio nuts, hooray!
Take it.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled. I'm on it.
Well, looks like you were successful.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic
I do not
and
understand
Pepio
why
nuts.
that handover
Perfect.
items
Now all
modal
that
is there.
remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
To make you feel like you're participating in the game. It doesn't, though. It just feels like it gets in the way.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
Yes, I have never asked you to help me before.
It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here Reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
A nice cream pie.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just, oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just, you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive.
The game really did put that one on a T for me, it's true.
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
How romantic. Now kiss.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need
Are
to
we
give
in a
these
rush?
ingredients to Hippocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Back to the hideaway.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
All right, Hippocrates, do the do.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
Let's have that pie sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Hooray!
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Clive's voice is hilariously gravelly.
Thanks to Sid.
Hello, Erica. Hello, Raiders. Welcome.
Books that don't have any pictures in.
How's it going this evening? Did you craft mines? We're collecting bear asses for Mid this evening and making lewd jokes. So tune in, settle in, enjoy.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat, a coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Anyone think of just how much wood was required for this
game,
structure? I mean, it was probably a lot.
I'll be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside.
Are you gonna fight
Get
me?
all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Then wouldn't you want the smallest hammer we can find? Sometime later. Mm-hmm. Looks like we got ourselves an engine.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off, my gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
All right, let's talk to Mid again.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
Sure.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
D4 says, Clive hasn't sailed a day in his life. That's a bad idea. No, nothing to worry about. Clive is both a man and the main character. Consequently, all female supporting cast need to defer to his objectives. That's how video games work, obviously.
Nick told me she was building a ship.
Ghost of Jeff Goldblum, thank you for the resub. Now for 27 months. Saying I tuned in just in time for that, huh? I said the quiet part loud. Listen. God, I can't drop Barbie spoilers. There's a really relevant joke to make here. You all need to go watch Barbie so that I can joke about it freely.
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Make for the foredeck.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obelus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens.
That's nice. No
Got
time.
a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Canver has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted, and if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
Yep. Seems that way.
Seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Oh, hey, look. Sid's Legacy. There's a side quest at the hideaway. Sid's Legacy.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
Well...
Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
No! Go away! This is manly man time.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Man, we really should have bought some better flowers.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
I wonder what's there!
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
So Gav's dead.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Back to the hideaway. Okay, where'st resides the... Ah ha ha!
He cracked the crystal too.
Holy moly. Alright, about Blackthorn. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking maybe it weren't just the leather that was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered, assuming it ain't just the forge.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Has he tried not being depressed? A bad feeling. Clive, something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come pay me a visit at the toll.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Too many nuts. I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe. And by that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be.
Trouble with the ledgers? Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Quests! So many side quests. What's up with Torgal? What did you do to my dog, Karen?
Your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations.
Stop sassing me and tell me what's wrong with my dog.
I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him, which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual.
Do we need to find Torgal a lady dog so he can bone down?
Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
All right, let's go speak to Tomes. Sup, nerd?
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida.
Yes, as we all know, Predator's well known for hunting the largest and strongest of a herd.
Good hunting, Clive.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long.
Can I interest you in cheering up?
On. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass.
Cuirass.
Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that.
I mean, maybe if you weren't such a surly bastard, people would stop worrying about you.
Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
Do we want our enemies getting halfway home before they realize they've been cut in half?
The swords are always welcome. We can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
That seems like a strict downside.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck,
I
mate.
would like my blade to
Thank
kill
you.
instantly.
Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Goes to Jeff Goldblum. I have no idea what the Reddit katana means. Oh, glorious Nippon steel. All right, now I'm looking up the original. I don't know that I've ever read this or those were words. I don't know that I've ever read this. It's from 2009. Gomenasai, my name is Ken Sama. I am a 27-year-old American otaku, anime fan for you gaijins. I draw anime and manga on my tablet and spend my days perfecting my art and playing superior Japanese games. Disgaea, Final Fantasy, Persona series. I train with my katana every day. This superior weapon can cut clean through steel because it is folded over 1,000 times and is vastly superior to any other weapon on Earth. I earned my sword license 2 years ago, and I have been getting better every day. I speak Japanese fluently, both kanji and the Osaka dialect, and I write fluently as well. I know everything about Japanese history and their Bushido code, which I follow 100%. When I get my Japanese visa, I am moving to Tokyo to attend a prestigious high school to learn more about their magnificent culture. I hope I can become an animator for Studio Ghibli or a game designer. I own several kimonos which I wear around town. I want to get used to wearing them before I move to Japan so I can fit in easier. I bow to my elders and seniors and speak Japanese as often as I can, but rarely does anyone manage to respond. Wish me luck in Japan! It was 4chan 2009, so it was definitely somebody taking the piss. Wow, there's a remarkable amount of lore around Ken Sama. Fascinating. Anyhow, now I'm just diving deep on Glorious Nippon Steel. Fascinating. Fascinating. Okay, what was I doing? What was I doing? So, Mid's got a quest for me. Weird science. All right. Science me, Owain.
Here.
Science me hard.
Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And
why are you trying to seduce me with this voice?
Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Sure.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Okay, but I've already killed many bombs. What if I already had bomb ash in my inventory? That would be great. Nope, gotta hunt the bomb king.
Did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders. And it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can
so we're
straighten it out,
debt-free.
I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each.
Wow, you're preposterously bad at your job.
And, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're going to make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little
I know what you're
something
doing.
sitting on the set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue
exactly
debt probably qualifies.
Do you, though?
I look
Just
forward
hope
to
our
seeing the
associates'
result.
eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Ah, yes, Karen's well known for understanding.
No, I don't.
Ask about bomb sightings. Are you on the hunt for a bomb king, Kupo? If so, I have a billet that might interest you. He's the bomb. The Croc Sanbrec. Dragon Airy Obelisk. Oh, I legitimately can't go anywhere else. All right, I guess we're going here. Oh, I can leave as soon as the cutscene's done? Amazing. What's this? Get cart. Oh, that is a side quest I'm about to encounter. The Dalamil Inn.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The same Drake's fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal
Hello? Lender. There we go.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Uh-oh, I'm doing myself a mischief.
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac.
Okay,
Would you
but I've
mind
got
stepping
5
outside
million
for a
gil
moment?
for you. Oh, wait, no, this is a different guy. This is the guy whose sword I wanted to look at.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord
It was
Ignac's
made
luggage.
of glorious folded
But I have
steel.
one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should
That
be
is
enough.
not within my
Then I'll
power
be on
to
my way.
grant.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
Okay.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
I'm going to come back and be like, I found everything and all your coin.
Best of luck.
The sword was gone. The sword was gone. I don't know what happened to it. It's gone.
Ready, girl?
Listen, I'm the main character and consequently the only person in this world that matters. I can just have the sword. Wait, Jill's here with me. Oh, because we're on a story mission now, right. That explains it. Hi, Jill. Nice to see you. It's been a while. Whoops. I mean, I want a +2 diamond sword, frankly. There are so many scorpions out here in the desert. Ah! Bandits! It's time to bed these bandits.
We've got
Wait.
company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off! This one! Too slow.
Hello, Lau. How are you?
Over here! Over here!
Show me the sword. God, I want
must
Clive
be
to be
Ignite's
like, wow,
luggage.
this is made of truly glorious
Nothing
steel.
seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamel.
It's far superior to
I
any
hear
other
I have
weapon.
you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in
Yeah,
your...
nice to meet you, Vern.
Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship.
Okay,
They believe
say the meme line.
no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more.
Until there's no
It is
blade
the
left.
final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield.
The cur!
Perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
We did not get the sword because it turned out the sword sucked ass. We decided we didn't want the sword. Oh, God. Hey, Martha. Sorry about the little mix-up, but I have a gemstone for you.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
What have you done?
Nothing. It's fine, don't worry about it.
I hear you laughing. You're clearly very satisfied with yourself.
I'm
Ruby.
very satisfied with myself.
I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find
What are you
yourself the
looking
right
for?
buyer.
I'm
Think of the
looking for
difference
what
as
I
interest.
think
Interest?
the result was.
If word got out I
What do you
charged
think
that
the result
much,
is?
no one would ever borrow from me
Why do you
again.
think it's on Discord?
Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Arto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like
Nope.
that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh?
Do you know what it
Back when the place was nothing
think
but a
so.
twinkle in the eye of
What
a
do you think it
recently
is?
retired Lord Commander.
Sorry, is there important
Word
things
is,
going
he
on
was
in
the
the-
first
yes,
one
there's a
Sid reached
cutscene
out to.
happening.
Okay.
Probably knew
I'll
that
let you
without
get
his
back to
strong
your
arm
job.
and level head,
Okay.
the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Arto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Arto would just give up.
His death
Yeah,
was
that's
hard
what
on
I figured
everyone.
It was.
But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
All right, I need a moment.
Yep. I put it there.
You did put it in the Discord
I just
now?
put it in the Discord.
There we go. Very nice. Here, I'm going to share
put
it
it
with
in
the,
Slack
I'm
as
going
well.
to share it with the
Are you going to
chat.
share it with the class?
We're going to share it with the class. Meg has made a thing.
I made
so
art.
Meg made art. That's right. So I'm going to share it with you all.
I just
Oh God. Oh
anywhere
Jesus.
else.
Hold on. Hold. Very good.
Thank you.
Hold.
This is a mild spoiler for Barbie.
Very mild.
This is a very, very mild spoiler for Barbie. So if you are Barbie spoiler sensitive, avert thy gaze.
Avert your eyes.
And your ears.
I just can't anywhere else I'd be a 10. Is it my destiny to live and die a life of blind fragility?
That was it. That was the joke.
That's it. Yep, that was it.
I hope you enjoyed that.
If you don't get it,
You
leave your
should go
house
watch
and go watch
Barbie,
Barbie
yeah.
right now. Even if you saw the advertising, that doesn't.
I mean, it sort of does. It gives you part of it.
Kind of, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
You should be able to figure out the joke without having seen Barbie. But having seen Barbie helps.
Stay sharp.
Okay, if it's 12:15 a.m. on a school night, you don't have to go watch Barbie right now.
Yeah, it's true. You don't have to watch it right now. But you should watch it. It's really good.
Ready, go?
That is a less significant Barbie spoiler than the Barbie spoiler that I was worried about making earlier on stream. By a long shot.
Maple has been a perfect angel, by the way.
That's great. I'm glad to hear it.
I still haven't risked putting my socks back on.
Well, that's reasonable, I guess. She is a sock fiend.
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly quiet.
All right, I'm going to go murder an elk.
If I were a giant antelope,
Have fun, dear.
Sorry, an
it would seem
antelope.
like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Over here! Get him!
Oh, there's more than one elder antelope here.
Over here!
All right, so we're just wiping out all the remaining elder antelopes in the world, I guess.
Over here!
Sorry. Oh, where's the fire?
Fool!
Oh, okay. Got it.
No.
Okay, yeah, there-ish. Kingsgate Mallish.
Will it be enough, I
Good
wonder?
times. Nice. Great. Good to know.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Since we're here, shall we take another crack at the armor? We've gained an level.
Time to fight.
Oh wow, it is smoky out. Well, Zapty, I already upgraded my Phoenix. Oh, but I have Jill with me this time. So surely this will go great. Jill will make up my deficit, certainly. We're playing it on easy mode now.
It's us or them. Fire and flame!
Ow! Oh no! No, no, no!
You're a fine hound.
What a great start.
I can't go on.
Well, that didn't go great. And, like, I know she adds DPS, which is why I feel like I should do it now.
There's talk that the glass gate flooded.
What do you sell that's interesting?
Welcome. I'll be here if you need me.
Did you hear? The gate's to Heaven Hall in the alley.
I want to see you again.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
We owe you some cash. That's the occasion.
Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it?
Stop
Very
trying
well.
to make fetching happen. It's not going to happen.
Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Gob will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
All right, return to the hideaway, return to the hideaway, return to the hideaway. To the hideaway.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right,
Ghost.
several of your debts are paid.
Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful.
It turns out that he actually
you
screwed
better
up when he
than I
checked the books, and he didn't owe these people anything, and so now Otto is out 15 million gil in star rubies.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you like me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine.
I've been nobility
I'm
this
selling
whole
it and
time,
taking one
Karen.
load, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear
All right,
you
the
ended
debts
up
are
delivering
repaid.
all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which,
You guys are getting paid?
I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
Okay, but you can't participate in wage theft. Pay the man, Otto.
Before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered
That's
to
the
find
cup of a
clean
carpenter.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always
Oh, this is a
clever for his own
flashback.
good, was
I
Sid.
see what's going on.
Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
A note.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather goat were at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
I lost interest in this conversation like 6 hours ago. Why is this cutscene still going?
Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
I just caught myself realizing how far my mind had drifted from whatever the hell was going on there. Oh, we got Sid's goblet, though. Hooray for us.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped you
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh?
That's right.
That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Elder Antelope Femur. I don't know, like, my level of investment in the narrative or characters of this game is very, very low at this point.
You can thank Tomes for me.
Like, I'm curious to see where this game goes, but this is not high on my list of Final Fantasy games. And so my its ability to hold my interest is waning fast. Is it better than 15 so far? Yeah.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. but not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
Final Fantasy 15 is the only one I quit playing. If you want to know which one it was the one that I didn't keep playing because it was boring as all get out.
Same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But
probably slightly less
use.
use.
Fine. Now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it.
Hooray!
You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Okay, what blade? The Excalibur design draft!
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be?
We need a bomb ember.
Anything else?
Zafty, let me tell you, you really don't have to go back and finish Final Fantasy 15. The time has passed.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power.
What?
Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword.
One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Good dog. Okay, let's go find the Bomb King. The Bomb King. The Bomb King. Where is the Dragon's Eyrie obelisk? Where is the Dragon's Eyrie? East of Northreach. Oh, there we go. Right there. We are going to... this area, which I haven't opened up yet.
Good girl.
Yeah!
All right.
Leave me alone, dragons! Leave me alone, raptors! Ooh. Dumbo 3K, thank you very much for the resub. Now for 12 months, that's a whole year. So congratulations on your shiny new golden fire hydrant. All right, you're the Bomb King.
Company.
It's dead. Well, that was easy.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Wait, it doesn't even have a stagger bar? Oh, it just has a lot of HP. Oh God. Ow. Double out.
Get him. Over here. Yours, Torgal. Nice try. Over here. Get him. No good. Attack. Get him.
There we go. Got him. That took every healing item in my inventory, but I got him.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. I should... This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
The Meerkat, I basically don't understand what's going on in any of these fights. That's my secret. But it doesn't matter.
Should do it.
Because the combat system in this game kind of sucks ass. I mean, you're right. I probably will never play Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, but also I think the combat systems in those games are largely better than the combat system in this game.
I think mid might need some help tidying up.
I do think it actually does have a lot to do with how
All right there, Sid.
how vestigial the RPG component of this game is. If they had just gone all in on making it an action game.
And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running.
Anyhow, count me among the folks out there that think the transition of the Final Fantasy games from RPG to action game was a mistake. A significant mistake.
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in.
Oh, that
I
bag.
could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
Potions are stored
That's the
in the
spirit.
bag.
Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
A mo? Who says that?
What do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank
Mabel
you.
just got ejected from the
For
bedroom
supporting Mid
and
and
is
rest of
sitting
us in
here
our
looking
endeavours.
dejected.
Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
All right, well, now we have more inventory capacity. Hooray for me. All right, you have obtained a treated potion satchel, hereby increasing your capacity for carrying consumables. The item slot increases are as follows. Potions to 6, high potions to 4, strength tonics to 3, stone skin tonics to 3. Great, awesome. That's actually legitimately very good for me. So I think I actually have all the items I need to make the Excalibur? That seems wrong. It is not the best weapon in the game. Okay, well that's good. Oh, wow. In fact, to get the best weapon in the game, you have to start the game in a new game plus? Dick move, game. That's literally what it says. Ultima weapon. You need to craft the Gotterdam rung and start new game plus.
What do you need? So, what'll it be?
All right. Excalibur is 268 versus a Diamond Sword plus 2 is 265. All right, great. The Excalibur is strictly better.
No scratches, right? Anything else? Back, are ya? So, what'll it be? That it? Fine.
All right, that sword looks dope, though. Okay. Guess what time it is? It's the end of the night. It's 10 o'clock. So I'm going to call it there. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats, and everybody who hangs out and lurks. It's a genuine thrill to stream for you, and I hope you have as much fun watching as I do playing. I will be back Sunday, same Mad time, same Mad channel here on twitch.tv/Wiggins, playing more Final Fantasy 16. And I owe you a joke. So I actually have one prepped for you, which I quite enjoyed. The only thing flat earthers have to fear is Sphere itself. All right, please remember you can follow me on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram at Wiggins_TV, as well as Blue Sky and Mastodon at Wiggins.defaultdomain. And you should do all of those things. Also, if you're a subscriber, you can join the Discord server by making sure your Twitch account and Discord account are linked to Discord's backend, where my server will appear to you as if by magic among your linked servers. So please make sure to join the Discord. All right. I need to find somebody to throw to, and I haven't done that yet. So let's find somebody to throw. How does one Blue Sky? You have to find somebody with an invite that they can share with you. All right, everybody hop aboard this raid train. I will see you back here on Sunday. Until then, so long, have a great night, and goodbye.